streaming gaming chat video. And today's subject is a little bit of a follow-on from a previous one. So today's video topic is that it's very unlikely that we're going to see the Switch. Well, it's the Switch 2 is more than likely going to be released in 2025, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing for people like me, but it's a good thing for the Switch platform in general. And like I said, I kind of covered the fact that I think 2024, possibly 2025, is going to be the last year of the Nintendo Switch before Nintendo really sort of push the main focus of their development onto the Switch 2. It doesn't mean that the Switch is going to die off instantly. There's going to be a lot of crossover games released by third-party developers well into 2025, possibly 26. But the main focus is going to be the Switch 2 in the next year or so. So 2024, maybe half of 2025 is going to be the last main year for the Switch. But the fact that we're not going to see the Switch 2 in 2024, I don't think. There's still no hard and fast anything from Nintendo that they're even sort of making a Switch 2 or a Switch Pro or a Switch Attach, whatever you want to call it. But we know they are. They cannot live off the Switch forever. They're going to have to build a sequel or extend the platform or something. And it's not going to be this year. There were rumours that it was possibly going to be a March launch like there was with the Switch. That didn't happen. Still no news from Nintendo. We possibly could see a September or November announcement, maybe a September announcement with a November release date for sort of holiday season, Christmas era. But it's more than likely that it's going to be March 2025 for the Switch 2. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing for Switch owners. It's a good thing for Switch owners, especially like myself. I've only recently gotten into the Switch, probably about a year or so, if just under a year, I think, that I've actually personally owned a Switch and really got into it and enjoyed the whole platform. We've had Switch consoles in the house, and previous to that, and I've always steered away from them. I've always been a little bit annoyed with the Switch because it killed off the Wii U. Not that it was very alive anyway, but it also took over from the 3DS platform, a platform that I really did enjoy. So I was a bit of a Switch holdout. So you're talking late 2023, early 2024 is when I got into... No, it's late 2023 is when I got into the Switch platform, and I love it. It's fantastic. And it's the first time in a very long time that I've actually owned a modern console. It makes me feel like I'm still part of the gaming community, because I can see a game advertised or I can see a sale advertised and I can go, ooh, I've got a system, I can go and check that out. So for me, not releasing the Switch 2 until March 2025, September 2025, it's a good thing. It gives me just a little bit longer of being current, because once the Switch 2 is released, it's going to put me back into owning the previous generation. So when the PS4 came out, I still owned the PS3. When the 3DS came out, I still owned the DS. And that happens quite a bit. When the Wii U came out, I still owned the Wii. I've quite enjoyed this whole I'm a current gamer. I just go and download whatever is latest or purchase whatever is latest. And it makes gaming news a little bit more relevant to me. So it is unlikely that we're going to see a Switch 2 release in 2024. At the very most, like I said, it's going to be towards the end of the year, maybe released for the holiday season. But it's looking, and this is pure speculation based on what they've done in the past and rumours that are floating around, and it's looking that it's going to be a 2025, early 2025 March release for the Switch 2, and I am very pleased about that. That said, the Switch isn't going to go away once the Switch 2 is announced. Depending on the state of backward compatibility, they may still make Switch games long into 26, 27. But those big name titles, those games that are going to draw people in for the Switch 2, which won't run on a Switch, that's going to slowly progress until, well, the Switch is no more. Doesn't mean it's going to be a dead platform. It's by no means a Wii U. The Switch is an absolute phenomenal success. The range of games, everything about the Switch, it's absolutely massive. And Nintendo have got to be very careful not to squash that and kill off that fan base and just annoy the Nintendo fans. So yeah, they've got to be a bit careful. But that still means that they are going to move on. They're going to want to bring out a bigger, better console, or a different console, something with a new, unique selling point like Nintendo like to. So for me, the longer the Switch 2 is delayed, the better, because it gives me more time as a current gen console owner, more time to enjoy my Switch. And yeah, so there you go. I'm happy that we still have had no news about the Switch 2. It's been rumoured for a long time. There's been dev kits floating around, supposedly. There definitely is some very hush-hush progress for the Switch 2, and who knows? So we could suddenly just receive an announcement from Nintendo. This is the Switch 2. This is when it's coming out. Could be in 3 weeks' time, but that's highly unlikely. But they do like to build up this buzz. As much as some of these rumours they may annoy Nintendo, it keeps them in the news, and most gamers, or gaming channels at least, have been speaking about the Switch 2 for well over a year, 2 years, bringing in every tiny little rumour and speculation, but we still don't actually know anything. So for me, the longer the Switch 2 is delayed, the better, because it gives me longer as a Switch owner, as a current gen owner, and there is nothing wrong with the Switch. It's a fantastic platform, still bringing out games that are superb. Yes, that they've slowed down a little bit. We're getting more remakes and less first party, more third party titles for the Switch. So the Switch is definitely coming towards the end of its life, but it's got a long way to go yet, and we still haven't had a Switch 2 announcement. So 2025, even 2026, if Nintendo push it back, that's going to be fantastic. So, well, let me know what you think. Are you in a hurry for Switch 2? Perhaps you think that the Switch has reached its end. It's a severely underpowered console compared to what else is on the market, but that's not how Nintendo go, and the Switch is still a superb machine. But I don't want to see the Switch 2 just yet. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.